Good afternoon. I'm Carl Lucci with Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay, where we interview local businesses and highlight them across Tampa Bay to thousands of people. Today, we're going to be interviewing Rick Griesheimer with Inside Homes. I'm going to bring Rick in now for his interview. Hello, Rick. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Carl. How you doing?
Doing good. So I'm going to bring up a banner about you so people know who you are, how to get a hold of you. And here we go. All right. So there's your information. And
Yep.
so, why don't we start off with you just telling me a little bit about Inside Homes and what you do?
All right. Well, I have got a cleaning company that specializes in floors, furnitures, and flood. Our
Okay.
tagline is if you walk on it, you sit on it, we clean it.
All
I
right.
started the company about 25 years ago. I was in the flooring business for many years and was just giving away and referring other people to the cleaning side. And all of a sudden, I said, you know what? I think I could do this. I went to school, took some classes, bought some equipment, and haven't looked back. And now I've got multiple trucks on the road, and people seem to be enjoying us and very
Good.
successful now.
So, you actually did all the work yourself in the beginning.
Yeah, for the first 14 years, first
Wow.
14 years.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That's the
And loved it and loved it.
I've always say when somebody has a business, if they've actually done the work, then they know, what's expected and how to get it done and do it the best they possibly can. So, who is your ideal client, or do you have an ideal client, target market?
Half our business, maybe three-quarters of our business is residential,
Hmm.
your neighbor, your family, friends, and the other half is commercial businesses and the like. And then we do water extraction, water flood work for both commercial and residential homes.
Okay. All right. So you do more than just cleaning carpeting. It's.
Oh yeah, we do all kinds of hard surfaces is the new term out there today.
Okay.
So that would be tile, terrazzo, travertine, a lot of tile in Florida. So that's one
Yeah.
that we really excel at.
I imagine a lot of that is like grout cleaning and stuff like that.
Yes, yes, the grout definitely gets stained, and we actually have a method called color seal, where
Hmm.
we can take grout, and if it can't be clean, it's filled with stains. We can actually put a new color of your choice in the grout, and it literally looks like it was just installed, literally
Wow.
like new, and it's all even. And I'm
Wow.
giving a 10-year warranty on that.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yes.
great. Back on the carpet cleaning side, because we do know each other, and I know a little bit about your business already. I know that you came up with a no residue formula. Why did you do that in the carpet cleaning side?
Well, when I started, it was really important. It still is that we use only green products. That's green
Mhm.
for the environment. But at the same time, I, um, kids and pets are my passion. And when I've got my grandkids crawling on the floor and pets down there too, I want to make sure the product that we've cleaned with is not left on the carpet or the
Right,
furniture. So
right.
our rinse process is just about as good as anybody out there, so that you're not laying on chemicals in your floors or your furniture.
I got you. Well, I think that's an important thing today. I think for the most everybody's. I've got allergies, and
Yes.
I think it affects just about everybody. The big elephant in the room is always, well, how competitive are you? Are you competitively priced with the big corporation and franchise groups?
Well, I have to go on what our customers and clients say.
Yeah.
They all say we're fair to a little on the lower side.
Okay.
Our the products we use aren't cheap. We don't buy just cheap cleaners that you could
Right.
get at Home Depot. So there's that, and gas and everything else. So everybody says we're competitive and we don't lose jobs because we're overpriced.
Okay.
And again, when you build your business like I do, I know we've talked about this before. I'm not a Morgan and Morgan. I can't afford billboards and TV ads.
Right.
Referrals and word of mouth mean everything.
Okay.
So it's the total experience that keeps the customers and clients coming back. And besides doing a good job, it certainly has to be a fair price.
Right.
So I think that almost speaks for itself, Carl.
Okay. Well, another thing that's a really big issue now is safety. With all the issues they've had with the different drive companies, and there's been a lot of safety issues. How do you make your customers feel secure that of who's showing up at their door?
Yeah, it's a policy. It's a procedure that we started a couple years ago, and it is just exploded. The customers can't say enough about it. It's the biggest fear I have, whether it's a
Hmm.
cable company or a plumber. Who's going to come at that door? And my family, or is my wife safe? So what we do now is that when we secure and set an appointment with you, we immediately send you an email confirmation on the date, the time, the work required, and the price. But what I really like and the customers like is we send you a biography and a picture of the cleaning technicians that are coming at your door so that
Gotcha.
Adrian and Sandy has been with me for 10 years, and they are from Indiana. And so when you get that knock on the door at the appointment date, you look out the door and you say, aha, there's that couple from Indiana. And that just, I know it makes me at ease too, that that's not one of the customer's concern. It's
I know
going
one of
over
the
well.
things that really impressed me was the follow up you all do, after every job as well. Can you expound on that a little bit?
Well, your satisfaction is very important. And instead of saying, well, how did the carpet look? It's more important in our business, it's the experience.
Hmm.
From the time that technician walks in the door, or even before that, with Stephanie, my office manager, when she answers the phone, there's a pleasant voice on the phone, a helpful and pleasant voice on the phone to answer all your questions. Then, when the technician comes in, you feel comfortable there. He does a walkthrough to make sure there's no question about what you want done and what he will do, and then a post walkthrough. So it's the experience, I think, that is everything that makes us a little different from the other companies out there because we build our business on word of mouth and referrals.
Right.
So, and it doesn't come, it's so much more today than is the carpet clean? Does it look good? It's the whole experience.
Great. Okay. Now, you mentioned about most of your business comes from referrals, which is great. I don't think it can be any stronger than having a good testimonial from somebody else that's going to refer you. But what other things do you do to market yourself other than Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay? But
Yeah.
what other type of marketing or promotion do you do?
Well, I do some individual networking meetings. Like there's one called Tampa Bay Networkers. That's just been very successful in my life.
I know that one quite well.
Yeah, you're the founder of the company,
Yeah.
but it's really, we all do business with people we know, like, and trust. So I build those relationships with other business people.
Yeah.
The other thing is, you and I are older,
Hmm.
and it was always a handshake and do good work. But today, um, the internet is just you have to be on it. So I've got a great website that answers most questions. But here's the thing. I get calls all the time saying, well, we don't know you, never heard of you, but boy, those reviews that we're reading, and when I finally convince them it's not all my relatives that are writing in and that are really real people,
Yeah.
that means so much.
It
So
does.
there's that. And then the social media, Facebook platform has been another. It's social. We're not trying to sell anything there, but we like to just to have some fun and be part of the village, be part of our community.
Right.
We tell some jokes. We celebrate and lift up Pet Week and animals and grandmas and stuff like that. So people see us out there in the community. And the other thing too is You know, I've always was brought up to give back.
Right.
And I have two pet projects and passions that I'm close to, and that's Women with Purpose. It's a cancer charity, and Jane Morris Sweat runs the charity. But the thing is, it's different than all the other ones in that 97 or 98% of the money that's raised goes back to the people. And what it does is supplies living expenses, gas cards, food cards, things that there's enough companies out there that does research. This is stuff that we need. Um, and the other one is pets. They can't speak for themselves, and there's a group out there. There's a couple that I work with. It's Fluff's Animal Rescue in Seminole. That's a tremendous program. They foster pets. It's a no-kill shelter. And then Pet Pal Rescue. I'm always doing something for them. And you know what? The people, we have something in common with the people that are involved with those charities. We have a same passion, kids and pets, and cancer survivors. So that's the way I'm marketing too. So we have a special that anytime you mention any one of those charities, we give you 10% off, and we cut a check back to that charity for 10% of the job, that cleaning job, and it goes directly to the charity. So you can see all that on our website.
Okay, great. Yeah, which I'll remind people that we've got the website down there in the banner, and also phone number if they want to call and have any questions or ask you about your business.
Okay, thank you.
Unless you've got something else, Rick, have we pretty much told the story, or is there something else you'd like to add? Or
well, you and I were brought up on the golden rule,
right?
And it really has been worked in my life. So I added one for my business, called it the platinum rule. And I think that's a subtle and a fun way to grow my business. And that's the platinum rule is we treat every home as if it was our mother's.
There you go.
Now, that puts a lot of pressure because sometimes moms can be easy to get along with, and moms can be a little tough. And I love my technicians when they'll say I'm having a little struggle there, and we say, well, if it was your mom's house, what would you do? And we have fun with that. And then another fun thing that we do that we've had a lot of fun with is we have a cleaner client relationship. And this one's important. Nobody wants to talk about it, but we are not allowed to divulge what we see in your home when we show up.
That's true.
What we see at your home stays in the home, except the dirt.
There you go.
So we don't have to, Carl, and we never talk about the beer cans around your home or in the kitchen and the trash. We never bring those subjects up. We would never do that.
Yeah.
So people like that.
I think that's great. Well, Rick, I think you pretty well told the story, and
thank you, Carl.
I really appreciate you being a guest on Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay. And I tell you what I'm going to do. If people make it all the way through your video, okay, and they tell me that they saw Rick Griesheimer at Inside Homes on Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay, I'm going to offer them a 50% off on their own video interview, which is already affordable, but 50% off.
Wow.
Just fifth. So,
that's great.
I want to thank you again for being on Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay, and I'm going to end this here in just a second or two. But
thank you so much.
Everybody get a hold of Rick at InsideHomesCleaning.com.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rick. Bye.
Bye.